there. I was just cleaning the kitchen and I noticed something really interesting about everything that I was putting away. Have you ever noticed how a popcorn box is a perfect rectangular prism? Or that my oatmeal from Trader Joe's is in a perfect cylindrical container? I started noticing this with so many of my other items in my kitchen. Protein powder, another cylinder. A lime, pretty close to a sphere. An onion, also pretty close to a sphere, but just kind of squished this way. A pizza box? It looks pretty flat, but it's also a rectangular prism. It has rectangles on all 6 sides. This sponge, I wasn't quite sure. I can tell it's 3-dimensional, but I don't know what to call that shape. Anyway, I'm gonna get to cooking for later today. Here are some examples of commonly seen prisms and other 3-dimensional shapes. You're back. Oh man. Sorry, onions always make me cry. Anyway, I thought this was kind of interesting. When I cut my onion in half, the shape that I see on the inside is kind of like an oval, I guess. Sort of a squished sphere to a squished circle, if you will. Anyway, and look at this. When I cut this lime in half, perfect circle. It went kind of from a sphere also to a circle when I look at that inside shape. That makes me wonder, if I cut other 3-dimensional shapes, what shape will the inside look like? Let's go find some.
Watch out, little doggy.
Were you impressed with my karate skills? You didn't know I was a black belt, did ya? Well, as you saw impressively, this went from a rectangular prism. I cut it in half with my foot. And then look at this. What we would call a cross section is in the shape of a rectangle. What if I was so good that I could kick it in half this way? What shape would you see when I picked up this top half? day, my husband, Mr. Nelson, was working on a project where he was connecting the fan in our bathroom to vent outside. And he was using what's called ducting. Now, I looked at this ducting and I thought, first, it kind of looks like a slinky with foil around it. But second, if you ignore these little grooves, it's like a perfect cylinder. So then I thought, he had to actually cut this to make it fit. And when he cut it, that shape in the cross section is a perfect circle. Interesting. What if he had to cut it this way? What shape would we have seen then? Huh?